has a conservatory in the heart of downtown Miami. New World School of the Arts' bachelor degree program develops talented students in the areas of dance, music, theater, and visual arts. New World offers programs headed by award-winning faculty members recognized worldwide. New World School of the Arts was created by the Florida Legislature as a center of excellence in the performing and visual arts. It is an educational partnership of Miami-Dade County Public Schools, Miami-Dade College, and the University of Florida. Impact, a New World Introspective, explores why New World School of the Arts has had a major influence on the art scene in Miami over the past 2 decades.
I'm Maggie Cuesta. I'm the Dean of Visual Arts for New World School of the Arts. New World School of the Arts is about 22 years old. It was started by the Florida Legislature as a center of excellence, and we're very fortunate to have a partnership with Miami-Dade Public Schools, Miami-Dade College, and the University of Florida. But it's basically a 4-year degree. We have 7 concentrations in the visual arts department, which is drawing, painting, photography, sculpture, graphic design, digital media, and printmaking.
My name is Christopher Miro. I graduated New World School of the Arts in 2006, and I'm 25. I graduated a sculpture major. My main professor was Wendy Wisher at the time. Since graduating, I currently work for the Frederick Schnitzer Gallery. The Frederick Schnitzer Gallery has been around for 30 years. They represent artists such as Hernan Boss, Naomi Fisher, Bhakti Baxter, Louis Gisbert, to name a few. When I first came here, it was in 2001. Miami was a whole different place, specifically for arts. About 2002, 2003, me and a couple of students, fellow students, colleagues of mine at New World, actually formed a collaboration group. So I've met Guerrilla Tactics, or the members of, through New World, particularly from our Warp class, which is the first class you take at New World. I had Fred Snitzer and Karen Reifus from my Warp teachers. Guerrilla Tactics at the time, we'd work, we'd pull all-nighters just painting and working in sketchbooks and coming up with ideas and having full exhibitions written out. So each of us within the collaboration had different kind of characteristics or nicknames that we had. For example, Michael Vasquez's name was Messer. Mine just happened to be Doer. And the term for me was there are 2 kinds of people in this world. There are slackers and there are doers. Your limitation is only as far as you want to take it. Basel 2004, we came up with this idea for an exhibition as Guerrilla Tactics. We were able to start installing on Wednesday. It had to be down by Sunday night. Guerrilla Tactics for New World was actually a big thing, I thought, because, everybody responded to it. Like, all the teachers were kind of like, oh yeah, those are those kids. And we got a lot of support from New World in general, because New World students all should be very ambitious. In the end, after 2.5 years of working for the gallery, I can do anything. Pretty much all logistics within a gallery, because that's pretty much where Fred threw me into. It's just like, here, figure this out. And within the art gallery, you learn everything.
My name's Tim Bawalda. I graduated in 2006 from New World School of the Arts. I tried New World as soon as I graduated high school, but I grew up in a really religious house that was closed off from everything. So it kind of blew my mind up the first time I went, so I left. And I kind of wandered for a year or 2. And it seemed like the best fit, and when I got there, it definitely was the best fit for me, because it kind of let me explore ideas on my own time. Part of the reason why I like New World, it was so open format. Like, drawing could be painting and painting could be drawing. But I continued to take a lot of printmaking classes along the way, because it's something that I loved. I think it was the perfect fit for me, as far as the instructors and the way it was taught. It was the first time I was exposed to any sort of liberal ideas, and I had inner thoughts that were very liberal, that were conflicting with the very conservative house that I came up with. But it was almost too much, and I had to figure out what I believed all of a sudden. Well, I think the best thing that happened to me at New World as far as career-wise was they set me up in a studio where I became friends with some alumni from the school very quickly. And that kind of fostered some thoughts of as far as what I wanted to accomplish in my work.
Well, I think, there's two things. New World, it's been getting better. It's been a better school every year, But I also think all the attention Miami's been getting, I think it's just a matter of like timing, like everything has come at the right time. Of course, New World has changed the scene. It's the institution where like everybody leans in a way, like to when they think of art in Miami, an institution, like the educational institution, they go to New World.
I met with Aramis, who did my portfolio review, and got along really well with him. And I had a lot of friends that also went there, so it was really helpful. There was a nice community of people to work with and bounce ideas off. Studio 1003 was running at the time, which was a nice alternative space to the school that was also run by students. Very fun, very experimental, but it was a very intimate, hands-on way of getting to know and figure out what you're doing as a student and also as an artist. Before going to New World, I'd already joined up with my friends and started the house, so we were already doing our own work projects outside of the system. I called my friend up, said, I've been traveling for 2 months, it's been great, but I gotta get back to work. It's like, well, look, we found this house. I said, okay, get it, count me in, I'm in. Pre-art Basel, yeah, and right around the same time as I was going to school. And we did a lot of great, fun, really fun, engaging shows with the community. And then it turns out that in the New York Times I was cited. So there's a lot of activity going on there. It was great and very nurturing for a lot of people in the community. Then, of course, Aramis was a very dedicated teacher. He gave you 100% of his time to each individual in the class. And then just knowing that, yeah, there are a group of people that just got stuck in this southern tip of the United States that wanted to make art, and they did. And turns out that all these people started paying attention around that time, so it opened doors to other places. So Miami became like a trampoline of sorts because you didn't have a lot of people doing it. So if you did it, there you were in the spotlight.
I didn't like some of the first prints, but I love the blue pieces. I like the green piece here, and I love this.
This is the blue plate,
sucks you
though.
right into it.
This is the blue plate, isn't it? This is the blue plate?
Yeah. No, that's actually a brown plate that I changed the color for some Photoshop.
Oh, but then what are those blue ones? That's not the same one?
Because I like that one so much, I went.
Oh, you went back and printed it?
Yeah. And I think
okay.
there's more of those.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's just so beautiful. Remember when I saw that upstairs in the drawing studio? Did you make a monotype that big? Yeah, a lot of them, and
Just send my machine over
some of the
there
most
so I don't care.
beautiful things we see in this class is the magnification of the things that happen on the plate. I mean, that is the coolest thing about the computer, is that, it changes the character. We were talking about Zach's piece up there, how he could work big. You couldn't get, I don't think you could get anything, even if you made a big monotype, it still wouldn't look that way. Because you blow it up and it becomes like hyper real.
studio space is upstairs, but downstairs is a big open gallery where the students can display their artwork for free, which is a pretty big thing in the Wynwood Art District. The college senior just got a new space to display his installations, along with other young artists at the New World School of the Arts. All the walls aren't up yet, but within a month, this warehouse will be transformed into 24 artist studios.
Donnie, I'm not having fun. I've been out doing everything.
You calling me a boring guy. You see why I can't do business with people like you?
Donnie, I'm not calling you a boring guy.
You're slowing me down.
I'm just doing everything you told me to do. I'm not ready. Just look, I think the time changed.
Another way to showcase our students and alumni is through collaborative projects that we've been involved in with outside sources. For example, the Sagamore Hotel, which is considered the art hotel in Miami Beach, asked us to select 6 students, and they came up with the idea of painting their stairwell. It was an immense project. The students worked for about 4 months over the summer. It opened during Art Basel, Miami Beach. It's gotten tremendous publicity, tremendous recognition for the students, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful project.
What we wanted to accomplish in the stairwell project was to showcase some Miami-based artists in an area that you're not used to seeing art. What happens is when you see art in a stairwell, it transforms the space from a place that you would take for granted into a place that you would actually go to see instead of a place that you just go through.
Hello, my name is Edgar Mojica. I am a painter and video artist. I tend to take the figure and put it outside of its regular situations or out of the norm.
My name is Jose Felix Perez. I was born and raised in Miami, Florida, and I'm here at the Sagamore Hotel working on a stairway project. I'm currently a student at New World School of the Arts, and for the most part, what I do are paintings that have to do a lot with vulnerability.
they are going to contribute something to the art world, our community. It's not only their work, but also their sense of commitment and their capacity to do their work.
Figure here as a viewer looking at something, but then you as a viewer are looking at the person, the figure in the picture itself. And so you start with the really basic understanding of someone's looking for something, and yet we're seeing more about the person and less about what they're looking at.
New World's impact on the Miami art scene. Oh my God, it's a cornerstone in the Miami art scene, I would say. We're producing caliber artists every single year. And my God, I can only look forward to the future and see what's next.